Good morning, students. Students, as you all know that yesterday we have started our chapter number 4 and the name of our chapter is climate. Okay. In my last video I have just given the introduction about climate and just major factors related to climate. So in this video we are going to continue our topic climate. So let me explain. Students, as you all know that there are variations mean differences. There are differences not only in the form and types of precipitation means rainfall, but also in its amount and the seasonal distribution. It means in our India we all know that we have lot of differences in the amount of rainfall and in the form of rainfall also. Okay, because we all know that if we talk about some particular states, okay, and if we some particular states like we can discuss about northeastern states. These states are getting very high amount of rainfall, okay, but in the contrast if we will discuss about Rajasthan, then we all know that Rajasthan receives a very little amount of rainfall. So it is equal to variation in the amount of rainfall. Okay, why precipitation is mostly in the form of snowfall in the upper parts of Himalayas. Okay, and if we will discuss about the upper parts of Himalayas, so their rainfall is mostly in the form of snowfall because there is very low temperature. It rains over the rest of the country, okay, and the remaining parts of our country receive rainfall. The annual precipitation, if we will discuss about annual rainfall, so it varies mean differentiate, so it differentiate from over 400 centimeter in Meghalaya to less than 10 centimeter in Ladakh and western Rajasthan. Students, just pay attention about the data that Meghalaya is one of the northeastern state and Meghalaya receives approximately over 400 centimeter rainfall, okay, and in opposite side we can see Ladakh and western Rajasthan. So these parts receive only less than 10 centimeter annual rainfall. Most parts of the country receive rainfall from June to September, okay, and almost parts of our India receive rainfall from the months June to September. As we all know that nowadays our August is continue, okay, and these months from June to September, these months have been included in rainy season, okay, and this rainfall is due to monsoon. But some parts like the Tamil Nadu coast gets a large portion of its rain during October and November. Okay, students, we are discussing that almost states of our India receives rainfall from June to September. Okay, but Tamil Nadu and some other parts in the southern part of our India gets a large amount of rainfall during October and November. You know why? Why? What is the reason responsible for this? Because these areas like Tamil Nadu and nearby the areas of Tamil Nadu, these areas receives rainfall due to retreating monsoon. Retreating monsoon means when the monsoon is moving back. Students, let me tell you that monsoon is the name of wind. Monsoon is the name of wind, and these winds have a lot of moisture with them. So when these monsoon winds enters in our India nearby in the first week of June, so at that time our India the lots of parts of our India receive rainfall, okay, and monsoon retreats from our India nearby in the month of October and November. So when monsoon retreats from our India, so Tamil Nadu and nearby the areas of Tamil Nadu, so these areas receive rainfall in months of October and November. In general, coastal areas experiences a less contrast in temperature conditions. coastal areas experiences less contrast in temperature conditions. It means students those areas who are located near the coast, okay, near the coastal areas, so those areas have very less contrast in temperature condition. Because if we will talk about the southern states like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, okay, Andhra Pradesh. So we all know that these states are located near the eastern coastal plains and near the western coastal plains. It means these states are located near to the sea. So these states doesn't feel very high contrast in temperature. In fact of that, these states experience moderate climate. Okay, moderate climate means not too much hot or not too much cold. Okay, seasonal contrast are more in interior of the country, okay students. But as we will move in the interior of the country, like our northern states like Punjab, Haryana, okay, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, so these states are very far away from the coastal areas. So these states experience very high much contrast in the temperature. These states feel very hot temperature in summer season and very cool temperature in winter season. Okay, so there is decrease in rainfall generally from east to west in the northern plains, and we all know that there are a lot of differences in the amount of rainfall, okay, from east to west in the northern plains. In the northern plains, if we will discuss about the eastern states, so these are Nagaland, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, and these states receive very high amount of rainfall. But as we are moving in the west direction, so there are many states like Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. And especially if we will discuss about Rajasthan, then Rajasthan receives very low amount of rainfall. These variations have given rise to variety in the lives of people in terms of food they eat, the clothes they wear, and also the kind of houses they live in. Students, so this was the basic explanation, and now I am taking my topic further, and today's special topic is climatic controls. Okay, now we will discuss about the factors which influence our climate. So attend these factors very carefully. Students, there are 6 major controls of the climate of any place. There are major 6 factors, and these factors control the climate of any place. So they are latitude, okay, and altitude. Okay students, altitude means height. Pressure, you all know about it, okay, and wind system, you all know about it, that what is the wind system of a particular area. And distance from the sea, it means that how much distance a particular area has from the sea. Okay, there may be 2 conditions: the area may be close to the sea and the area may be very far away from the sea. So this factor also affects our climate. Ocean currents and relief features. Okay, students, you know about latitude. In the beginning of our geography book, I have told you about that latitude and longitude. Okay, our longitude moves from north to south, and latitudinal lines moves from east to west. Okay, latitude means that our central, as you all know, that our central latitude is known as equator, and the value of this latitude is 0 degree. Okay students, and we have 90-degree latitudes in our northern hemisphere and 90-degree latitudes in our southern hemisphere. Okay, so in the beginning I am going to tell you that how latitude affects the climate of any place. Students, it is very clear that all those areas which are near to the equator, okay, automatically these areas receive very high amount of temperature. Okay, because on equator, almost the whole year our equator receives direct sunlight. Okay, sun rays our sun rays are direct on the equator. So this is the reason that the areas who are near to the equator are very hot. So this is the effect of latitude. If the area will be near to the equator, then the temperature will be high, and the areas which are far away from the equator, those areas receive very low temperature. Okay, very low sunlight is equal to low temperature. Okay, students, you know why this is our 90-degree north and this is our 90-degree south, and we all know that on 90-degree north this is our north pole, and 90-degree south this is our south pole. And we all know that north pole and south pole, these areas are covered with snow. Okay, almost time these areas are covered with snow. Why? Because these areas are very far away from our equator, and equatorial regions are receiving very high amount of temperature, because sun rays are direct. Okay, so this is the impact of latitude. Due to the curvature of the earth, the amount of the solar energy received varies according to latitude. I have told you. As a result, air temperature generally decreases from the equator towards the poles. I have told you that temperature generally decreases from the equator towards the pole. This is our equator, and as we are moving towards the pole, the temperature decreases. Okay, as one goes from the surface of the earth to higher altitudes, the atmosphere becomes less dense and temperature decreases. Okay, altitude means height. Student, it means that if a person goes from the surface of the earth to higher altitude, the atmosphere becomes less dense and temperature decreases. Okay, the hills are therefore cooler during summers. Okay, students, we all know about it that hills are more cool compared to the plain areas. Why? Because the height of the hills are very much. Okay, hills are located on heighted areas, so this is the reason. The pressure and wind system of any area depend on the latitude and altitude of the place. Okay, thus it influences the temperature and rainfall pattern. The sea exerts a moderating influence on climate. Now only I have told you that the areas which will be near to the sea, those areas will feel moderate climate, like our southern states, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala. Moderate climate they will feel. Moderate climate means not very high nor very cool. As the distance from the sea increases, its moderating influence decreases, and the people experiences extreme weather conditions. This condition is known as continentally. Students, these lines are explaining that the distance from the sea increases. Okay, as a place is very far away from the sea, its moderating influence decreases. Okay, so that place will not feel moderate temperature, because that area is very far away from the sea. Okay, students, now only I have told you that if an area is very close to the sea, that area will feel moderate climate. Okay, in the opposite condition, if a particular area is very far away from the sea, so that area will feel continental climate. Continental climate means very hot during summers and very cold during winters. Okay, students, like we can take the examples of northern states, the states which have been included in northern plains, like like Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. So all these states experience continental climate. Okay, students, it means if we are taking the example of our Haryana also, so Haryana faces very hot temperature in summer season and very cold temperature in winter season. Now we will discuss about ocean currents. Students, ocean currents along with onshore winds affect the climate of the coastal areas. Okay, for example, let's take an example. Any coastal area with warm or cold currents flowing past, it will be warmed or cooled if the winds are onshore. In short words, I am explaining to you that ocean currents along with onshore winds affect the climate of the coastal areas. So, this is the impact of ocean currents with a particular area. Now, students, let me explain further. Finally, relief too plays a major role in determining the climate of a place. You know, relief also plays a major role in determining the climate of a place. High mountains act as barriers for cold or hot winds. As we all know that high mountains act as barrier for cold or hot winds. They may also cause precipitation if they are high enough and lie in the path of rain bearing winds. Okay students, as we all know that if a very heighted mountain is located in a particular area, and if the rain bearing winds are moving from that area, so that mountain will be act as a barrier in the path of those winds, and automatically that area will receive very high amount of rainfall. Okay students, now we will discuss about factors affecting India's climate. Okay, this explanation was also related to climatic factors. Okay, it means factors affecting India's climate. So once again we are going to discuss these factors separately. Like in this paragraph we have discussed that what is the role of latitude in controlling the climate of an area, and we have also discussed about altitude. Now we are explaining these factors separately, like what is the impact of latitude and what is the impact of altitude. So attend these factors carefully. Students, latitude. Now only I have told you that what is the role of latitude in determining the climate of a place. Okay, very clear that if an area is close to the equator, then that area will experience very high temperature, and if an area is moving from the equator, then that area will receive low amount of temperature. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of the country from the Run of Kutch in the west, it means in Gujarat, to Mizoram in the east. Students, I think you all are aware about the point that Tropic of Cancer, okay, it is an important latitude and it passes through the middle of our country. Just see. Students, this is our you all know that this is our India, okay, and this is 0 degree equator. This is 0 degree equator. From this 0 degree we are moving like that, and we all know that this is the southernmost point of our India. The value of this latitude is 8 degree 4 inch north, okay, and as we are moving, this line is equal to, you can see the name, this is Tropic of Cancer, and the value of this latitude is 23.5 degree north, and it passes through the middle part of our country. As you can see that this is nearby our Jammu and Kashmir, okay, and this is the southern part, and it passes through the Gujarat. So approximately it passes through the middle part of our India, okay, and it is known as Tropic of Cancer, and this is our equator. 0 degree, this is our equator. So we can feel that the southern parts of our India is located nearby the equator, because it is 0 degree and it is 8 degree 4 inch north. So students, almost half of the country lying south of the Tropic of Cancer belongs to the tropical area. Okay, all those areas lying south of the Tropic of Cancer belongs to the tropical area. All the remaining area north of the tropics lies in the subtropics. All those areas which are located in the north of the tropics, these areas lies in the subtropics. Therefore, India's climate has characteristics of tropical as well as subtropical climates. Okay, once again I am telling to you, those areas lying south of the Tropic of Cancer belongs to the tropical areas, and the other areas are related to the subtropical areas. Okay, like you can see that all the areas which are located in the south of the Tropic of Cancer, these areas experience tropical climate, and the areas which are located north of the Tropic of the Cancer, so these areas experience subtropical climate. So as the total India's climate is equal to tropical and subtropical type. Okay, so students, all the remaining area north of the tropic I have told you. Okay students, I think this much is enough for you in this video. Okay, so we will discuss, so remaining topics we will discuss in my next video. In this video you have to read these two pages, this page, and you have to read this pages also. Okay students, and try to prepare your own notes that what is the role of latitude, okay, and how much we have discussed in this paragraph. Okay students, in my next video I will explain you further. So thank you students, have a good day.